It was a great night for music at the 2025 CMAs, but it wasn't the best for fashion, at least for the celebs. We're starting to wonder if Lainey Wilson actually wants to make it onto worst dressed lists. She's already solidified her place as one of the worst dressed celebrities of 2025 thanks to all of Wilson's fashion disasters this year. She obviously didn't learn anything because she wore this bizarre outfit for her big hosting gig at the CMAs. Between the sequin jumpsuit, the cape, and the cowboy hat, this head-to-toe green dress was all way too much. At this point, she has us wondering how much worse her next outfit is going to be.
You know what? You gotta wait to find out.
From the looks of it, it seems like CeCe Frey picked up any article of clothing that matched her blonde buzz cut and didn't worry about how they looked together. The glittery crop top with the low-rise pants was a bad enough combination before she added the weird, fluffy shawl. Taken together, this outfit belonged in a costume closet and far, far away from the red carpet. Maybe MacKenzie Porter must have been on her way to see the new Wicked movie, considering how she was basically dressed up as the Tin Man. Maybe she got caught up in a twister on the way too, because this outfit looked downright destroyed. With its cutouts, patchwork, and asymmetry, this dress had way too much going on, and the metallic silver just wasn't enough to tie everything together for a coherent look.
I literally said, I'm leaving a trail of glitter where I go, like a little treasure trail. So.
While talking to a stylist in preparation for this year's CMAs, Asher Angel must have said something along the lines of, "Make me look like a walking corn dog." Hey, if that's true, then his stylist deserves a raise, because they nailed this request. It's hard to imagine a way to make a suit this color work, especially in velvet and layered with a white tank top and gold necklaces. Angel's look was far from heavenly. An all-black look with a cowboy hat is definitely a safe bet for a country music event, yet Neo rocked this look in a way that didn't quite work. If he ditched his big, dramatic coat, this fit probably would have been a winner. Something about the cut and furry fabric made his coat look like a bathrobe he tossed on over his outfit. An all-black gown is a pretty safe bet for most red carpets. Colbie Caillat's black gown, however, missed the mark. For starters, the neckline landed in an odd place. It could have been a high neck or a lower sweetheart neckline, but it threw off her proportions the way it was. Furthermore, the black feathery mermaid skirt looked like it was covered in little eyelashes, and that was a bit distracting. Upcycling outfits you no longer wear is a great way to revamp your closet, but that doesn't mean you can just add rhinestone trim to anything and make it a whole new fit. This seemed to be what Guyton must have done to get such an oddly matched set. This looked like a skirt suit turned into a crop top ensemble, and it just wasn't the right move whatsoever.
Look who it is, Shaboozey!
It's safe to assume that Shaboozey's choice to wear two belts with his jeans and printed jacket on the CMA's red carpet was an attempt at a fashion statement. Unfortunately, the only answer we could glean was that his pants were simply too big. Beyond that, though, his fit was all right. As soon as we saw Cristina Cash on the red carpet, we couldn't help but think of the red dress-clad dancing girl emoji. Short of the emoji keyboard, we have no idea where this look would actually be appropriate. Guests take the CMA dress code in many different directions, but any way you slice it, this over-the-top ball gown with dramatic hair and clunky accessories was too much for any award show. There's a time and place for a leather and lace mini dress with a long train, but surely the CMAs were not it. Karley Scott Collins looked out of place in this lingerie-inspired outfit on the red carpet. Her styling, with long glam waves, high heels, and heavy jewelry, made this dress look less fashion-forward and more BDSM. It's easy to understand part of the thought process behind Bella Hudson's CMA's look. A fancy country music event deserves a fancy dress with some country accessories. Unfortunately, this evening gown, paired with a cowboy hat and bolo tie, was a total clash of opposing vibes. This look would have been much better if she ditched the country-inspired accessories altogether, or swapped out her gown for something a bit more casual and whimsical, or less green. With her brown leather maxi skirt, sparkly tank top, western belt, printed cowboy boots, and cropped fluffy coat, Arielle Kebbel piled on plenty of cool pieces for the CMA's red carpet, with very little notice actually.
This is actually straight from set. I'm in the middle of filming right now, and our incredible wardrobe stylist, Karley, thank you, she threw this together last minute.
The only problem was that every one of these pieces looked like it belonged to a different outfit. This style was way too busy and full of clashing elements, and it made it hard to know where to look. Based on this outfit, we can only assume that Ben Johnson suffers from a severe case of indecisiveness. When it came time to choose a pair of pants to wear to the CMAs, it looks like he just opted to wear them all. His patchwork jeans and matching jacket look like they were made of multiple pairs of Levi's that were stitched together. A country music event is the perfect place to display your devotion to denim, but this was a bit odd. We've heard of tossing toilet paper on houses the night before Halloween, but TPing television hosts? That's just cruel. Carissa Culiner walked the red carpet in a little black mini dress with white asymmetrical fabric details. This look wasn't the worst of this year's CMAs, but it definitely gave us toilet paper vibes, and that's never what you want to think at a fancy event. We get it. A silk pillowcase can be a game changer for your hair routine, but that doesn't mean you should step into your pillowcase and hit the red carpet. Between the color, the fabric, and the silhouette, Willow Avalon's flowing, long-sleeve satin gown gave us bedding vibes, and tossing on a bolo tie didn't manage to make it look any less like a last-minute ghost costume.